Welcome back to the Swing Clinic, and we are here at the PGA Village in Port St. Lucie. Joining me today is Anna Rush with Golf Posture Pod.
Hey Elise.
Thanks so much for being here. Now before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my background is in sports science. I've been working with the golfers for about 15 years in golf fitness, golf biomechanics, golf conditioning. We're based out of Greenwich in Connecticut.
Nice. All right, so posture is definitely the key when it comes to a golf swing. Tell us what you brought this today.
That's certainly one thing that the better players do very, very well is stay in posture.
That's
okay?
right.
That's why we developed the little Golf Posture Pod to give golfers feel and feedback. So it has a movable pad and a little dial that gives some feedback on your motion. So as I get into my golf posture, I'll push a little pressure against the pad. So it's trying to push me forward a little bit,
right, yeah,
but just enough to get some feel. As I wind up the top of my backswing, I'll sit into my hip and my butt a little bit. The pad should move back a little bit.
And the dial's moving with you just a little.
And the dial will change, exactly.
Okay.
So if I start to stand up, the dial will change color, okay? And particularly in the downswing, as I transition to my downswing, pressure into my left leg, I want to stay in my angles. Left pelvis will move back into the pad, stay in my spine angle, so now the dial will change again.
A little bit, you see that, yeah.
So I'm trying to get the feel for staying in my angles and maintaining my angles pretty well, which is what the better players tend to do. Most amateurs will kind of stand up and come out of posture completely, lose a lot of their hip rotational speed, trunk rotational speed, so they'll lose all their consistency.
Right.
So just some feel and feedback. So pretty easy to use, so why don't you give it a shot.
Pretty easy to use. How about I try this out right here? All right, so hopping on this.
Good.
We're gonna take this.
So now as you wind to the top of the backswing, you'll feel how the pad move back a little bit because you do a really good job of sitting into that right hip and butt, which is what
and usually the miss is if someone's standing up and you see that there.
Precisely, the dial will change.
Is there a specific color you want to stay in?
So as you start to go towards the top of the backswing, as the pad moves back, it'll tend to move towards the blue a little bit.
Okay.
And then the bad swings will tend to transition to the green and the red.
Okay.
So as you start to transition into your downswing, you'll feel like you're pressure into the left leg, you'll feel the pad will move back a little bit, exactly.
Okay.
So if you start to stand up, you'll feel how the pad will kind of move forward.
And you can see it with the dial too,
so
if you don't feel the pad, you see it there.
Exactly. So feel and feedback.
Well, this looks pretty easy.
Let's hit one.
Should I give it a try?
Sure.
All right, so now for hitting it using this, is it just normal, how you normally hit it?
Normal setup, exactly. If someone's learning the shot for the first time with the feel for the first time, I would start with short swings, little mini swings.
And then gradually get longer.
build up. So if you can't do it with a short swing, you can't do it with the driver.
That's right. All right, so let's try this out.
That works pretty well.
I think so. I need to get myself one of these.
Posture pod.
No, I think I need one because that's why I just hit it so good. Speaking of getting one of these, how do we get one?
Go to GolfPosturePOD.com or RushGolf.com. We'll set you up.
I'm definitely going to go get one of these. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for the invitation.
And we'll be right back after this.